And Brendan, a busy time of the season. Only had a couple of days, but how's preparation gone for this trip to Dortmund?
Yeah, we've actually had one day to refine the plan for the game. But yeah, we're all excited by it. You're never going to have perfect preparation. We get that. So no, we had obviously a recovery Sunday, refined the plan today, and go through some tactical elements of the game. And now we're here and looking forward to the game.
Are these the kind of challenges that you thrive on?
Yeah. I think that at this level they're huge challenges, but we're really keen this year to make a mark. We've started the first game of 8 in a really, really good way. We know Dortmund are one of the favourite teams for the competition, so we don't underestimate that. But we're really looking forward to testing our game and our game model against the very best teams, and Dortmund are clearly one of those.
Is that kind of the key message, the key kind of idea? This is to test ourselves against the very best?
Yeah, I think so. It's one where we want to bring our game to the next level, and this is the highest level. But we feel that our game can cause teams problems as long as we come into the changing room after the game, like we do in every game, and be a really difficult opponent to play against. And we press, we fight, we attack, we counter press, and we make it really difficult with and against the ball, and that's all you can ask. And if you win, lose or draw, if you've put that performance into the game, then you can only reflect on that and move on. So that's our plan, to play how we play at home. We know the quality pushes you back, especially when you're away from home at this level. And that's when you need to show that resilience and have that wee bit of luck. But we also know that we have a football idea that can be difficult to play against.
We've just been talking to Nicholas Kuhn, who's maybe of all of your players, maybe started in the best form. How impressive have you been with his start to the season?
Yeah, he's been brilliant. He had an introduction in the first 4 or 5 months when he joined in January, and he came in and he wasn't up to speed, just physically he had an issue. But then he worked his way through to the end of the season, but pre-season was massive for him. He got his fitness, he got his strength, and in the games over the course of pre-season, I could see him making that step forward, and from that there he's been super efficient. It was one of the things that we said to him coming in, that we wanted to help increase his goals and assists. And I can't ask any more. It's now just all about consistency for him. But he's a big talent. If you look at the clubs he's been at as a young player, that clearly tells you that. But now he's at a good age where he's maturing as a footballer, and he's producing consistent performances. So we hope that will continue.
Is he kind of the perfect example of the sort of player that the Celtic model is good for? Players that have had that elite tutorship in the academies, maybe lost their way a little bit and come to Celtic to be kind of polished up, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's one of type. Where he's, like I said, there's some players sometimes like that. I liken it to being like a little stick that's stuck in the river. They get stuck, and after flowing really well, and they just can't seem to get moving. Celtic is an amazing club and an environment and culture for them to get out and get them flowing again. But we also bring other types of profiles in. But certainly, in Nick's case, he's a guy that has come with having had a really top youth career, and then playing in Rapid, where he then started to play consistently. And now he's on the biggest stage, and we want to help him continue with his development.
It's interesting. He told us that exact phrase.
Did he? Oh, there you go.
The stick in the river.
Yeah. Well, I've told him that one. I'd said that's what I seen him as, and because I speak regularly to him. So glad he found it useful and stuck in his head, and not just chuck it out.
He also talks about this stage. I mean, these are the games I imagine every single man in your squad is desperate to play in. This is a real platform to show the quality that you've got. It
is. Listen, these experiences as a football player and a manager, you have to cherish, and sometimes that can be difficult especially when you're in the game and focused. But I'm 51 now. I've managed a lot of games. This is my first time here, and I'm so excited and looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the team plays against a top Dortmund team. But it's also the stadium, in terms of, it's similar to Celtic Park in terms of it breathes football, and it's renowned throughout European football. So I'm excited about the atmosphere and seeing how we can play in it.
You've got a familiar face across from you in the other dugout, Nuri Sahin, who you brought to Liverpool. You looking forward to seeing him again? Yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing Nuri and Emre Can. I signed Emre for Liverpool, and he was a brilliant young player for me. Played in a couple of positions and with stature and intelligence, and have followed his career throughout. So I haven't seen him for a while, so I look forward to seeing him. Nuri was a young player we brought in from Real Madrid on loan. Probably he didn't play as many games as what he would have liked, but he was a really, really good professional, a good guy. Just at that time when he came in that summer, my first summer there, I had moved Steven Gerrard back from being a number 10 to a deeper playmaker, and I also had Jordan Henderson. So two guys that were guys of real prominence in the history of Liverpool. So Yuri probably didn't, one, play as many games as he would have liked, and two, maybe not always in the position. But he was a good guy to work with, and I'm looking forward to seeing him because I haven't seen him for a long time.
We spoke to him a little bit earlier today, and he spoke very highly of you. He said you were one of the reasons that he chose Liverpool, had lots of options, and he wanted to play for you. No, he was a good guy, and like I said, I'm not surprised he's come in and become a manager, because we talked a lot about football. He thought about football even as a young player, and obviously his upbringing tactically, he understands football really well. So I'm really happy for him. He's got his first steps now at a massive club, and apart from tomorrow, I'll wish him all the very, very best, and it'll be good to see him. Smashing. Wish you the very best of luck.
Cheers. Thank you.